All right, let's grab another competitive draft here.
This is a funny story. When me and my brother Scott started playing Magic, I was 8 and he was 7, and we went to the strip mall. You've seen the movie Mallrats, right?
Yeah.
That like strip mall where the three nippled ladies from. That was like the mall where the like trade place where I grew up. It was like right outside of town.
Nice.
What the hell is that thing? It's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't think it's best card here though. The Sphinx is unbelievably strong. This guy is pretty good. Quendy, double strike, 2/2 double strike's nasty as fuck. Although 4 is a little slow.
Yeah, there's a lot of good cards in this pack.
And the Courser's good.
And a lot of them are white. So like, in this position, I could see taking one of the white cards. But since we're drafting with AI, I think it's probably safe to do that. If I was drafting it like a real table with good players, I would take the Sphinx here. For the sole purpose of like, not just to cut blue. We're gonna be sending 2 amazing white cards to the left, no matter what, 2 to 3.
So they assume that we're not white.
Somebody in the next 2 seats to the left is gonna be in white because of that fact.
Yep.
So like, white is gonna be cut towards us. Pack 2 more likely than not.
Does it alternate which ways it goes, Sui? Is that what happens?
Yeah, it's left, right, left.
Okay. All right. I think I would take Quendy because I think First Strike is really sick in this format.
Yeah, I can definitely see a merit for an argument for him, the Cloud Sphinx, or the Triumph of Guard. The Daring Archaeologist and the Pegasus are like runners up to that.
Really, I think this card is better than that card. I think this card is okay, but I think this card is better. I'd take Quendy then. Okay, let's grab Quendy.
Let's do the Quendy.
All right. Would you like to build around all exile? Would you like to build around all legendaries?
I mean, if you're ever gonna take that card, second pick is like after you've taken a legendaries when you want to take it. So like for me, I would be looking at.
I bet you that comes around again, honestly.
Probably will. I mean, like for me, I'm looking at either the Fire Fist of Depths, the Day Avant Trapper, or the Deathbloom Thallid, probably.
I didn't even see this guy. This guy's pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about red-white though, and I do like black-white. The Acolyte's worth considering too. I think the Trapper and Acolyte are similar in power, with the Acolyte a little bit better. I think Call the Cab is probably as good as those.
If we're going for like white, historic, aggressive deck, like the Day Avant Trapper is a really good card.
So you're cutting me off a lot, mate. Yeah, I mean, it certainly has some synergy with that. I think the Adept's the strongest card here, but I think the Thallid's pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if I was sitting at a table, I'd probably take the Fire Fist Adept.
Take the Fire Fist Adept. What else is there in red that we like? It's got some weak-ass removal in this set. Some mediocre aggressive creatures. And a little bit of recursion with some of the wizard stuff. I do like the Chronicler, but we have to have stuff that we want to recur. I guess Gideon's.
There are a couple of really good red pump spells. There's the enchantment that gives Menace, which is like with the Quinde. If you give Quinde Menace, like you're doing 8 damage a turn.
There's the white-red dude who protects enchantments too, and we would like some. I can take the Adept. I'm okay trying that. I like the Adept. I think it's a good card. Gideon's here. Let me just double check that there's nothing else. I like the idea of a short sword in this deck with Quendy already, but I would Gideon's.
I agree with that assessment. Gideon's is Gideon's, right? It's
offering
removal.
Maybe better than Gideon's, but I don't really want to speculate black when I can get a white. We're gonna play white, so.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Chronicler is one of the ones I was looking for, especially when we already have a Gideon. I think it's probably the best card on here too. I'd take that and be really happy about it. Has wizard synergy with our Fire Fist too. Okay. This is less interesting. Although Warlord's Fury with Quendy is a fucking disgusting combo. Too bad it's not an instant. The Lava Runner's a wizard. If we want to be aggressive, I think this card's kind of bad.
Depends how many instants and sorcerers we get. Like, Get Too Far Lava Runner isn't terrible. Sparring Construct isn't terrible. And the Keldon Raider is like semi-playable. I would be looking at one of the creatures probably.
Let's take the Lava Runner for wizard synergy.
Yeah. Warlord's Fury tends to go really late. It's not really a very valuable card because of the fact that it's a sorcery, so
So we're still white-red here. Do you prefer the Goblin or the Honor Guard as a knight? Does have some synergy. Sometimes it's 3/2. This card, it's maybe. If we ever kick a spell, he sometimes gets +1/+1. Is it a counter? No, it's just till the end of turn.
I think they're pretty close in power level.
I guess we want red early game.
Yeah, I don't think we care about Goblin synergy in this set. I don't think we care about
the guy, your favorite die on the entire planet, is in this set as red.
Is
Goblin.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Siege Gang. Yep. Would you Flame or Keldon here?
I might take the Sparring Construct.
Sparring Construct.
I
Explain
don't
that one
really
to
like
me.
Flame of Keld. I mean, he's like a mediocre-ish creature, but we have a couple creatures already that he's pretty good on. Like, we're looking to be a very aggressive deck. We've already got two 2-drop creatures and a 1-drop, so like the +1/+1 counters odds are going to hit a creature,
Okay.
and it triggers historic stuff. Like, there's enough historic stuff that it might come up.
That seems good with our deck. As a combat trick, maybe.
Yeah.
I could take the 2/2 if you want. I could take this. This is kind of I don't like +1/+0 on first strike. For one, I don't think it's a very good combat trick in general. But that with fucking double strike seems nuts.
Yeah, I actually like the Fervent Strike more than the Grizzly Bear here. Like, we're gonna get more Grizzly Bears, right?
I don't know if that's playable yet. Run amok, I feel like with this deck beats Sparring Construct.
Yeah, I like Run Amok a lot. I think it's a really good card in what we're trying to do here.
I'll take the Acolyte in case we want some sort of like reach game for the end. I'll take the Shield. I like it. You can get the Fervent Strike #2. But I like Shield. I think Shield gives you a lot of value. I know you don't.
I haven't ever actually played a Shield in a deck. I look at the card, and maybe I'm wrong in analyzing it, but I feel like the card doesn't really do anything.
Sure. We're not playing that, so I guess I could run Feral Abomination. It's a wizard. That's a land. Do we want this land? Feels bad.
I mean, it's like a sideboard land, right? Like, maybe they have, I don't know.
That's
if there's
fair. We are playing a
legendary
sideboard. That's a good point.
or something. Like, maybe I don't think there's one, but maybe. Okay, this is hard.
Ooh, this is exciting. It's not hard. I think it's just a Voice of Plenty because the card's nuts. But it would be really nice to have a first light striker. Oh man, maybe it is hard.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're not.
And the
in Greece.
Shizik's
Like,
good. And the Shivan Fire. Oh, I want this whole pack. Can we take the whole? And I'd take the Lance. The Lance is good with us too. Can we just take the pack?
Like every red and white card in this pack would go on our deck. So,
Oh,
I mean, I think it's actually pretty close. We don't have any 3s yet, and while a 3/4 flyer is really powerful, the Dathana
really?
fits our curve really well.
3/4 flyer, 4/3 for 4. Rather?
Yeah, I know. It's actually really close. Like the lifelink first strike fits our curve super good. I think it's probably fairly close.
We literally have no 3s too. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I think we're wanting to be a very aggressive deck. So I would probably lean slightly more towards the Dathana here than the Shalai. But I think it's probably close enough, and they're both powerful enough that either one you're going to pick is going to be really good.
God, I want them both. I don't think we could leave Shalai on the table. I think for a deck that's trying to be aggressive, like a lot of times we're going to stall versus big creatures on their board, and this is a way to get through it.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It's a very powerful, well-costed flyer, so...
Yeah. This is a lot less exciting than last pack.
This is a real bad one.
You want to go fishing?
I don't think that. I mean, maybe
Looks like a
we'll
giant
hit
whale.
enough, I mean, maybe we'll hit enough legendaries that's maybe playable. But I would honestly probably just take the Skirk Prospector here and be really unhappy about it in case we open a Siege Gang Commander.
Oh.
Like I don't see a situation where we're gonna play Board the Weatherlight. Like even if we have a bunch of legends, we want to be playing creatures, right? Not looking for creatures to play.
Oh, another Adept is quite nice. I want that short sword too. And the Rampaging Cyclops is sick.
I would agree with the Adept though.
And another super hard pick here. We have nothing to enchant this guy, but he's a 3-drop. We have a Shield of the Realm, so that's not true.
Yeah, I like the 3-drop. He's a legend. He's a Shivan Fire is really good, but I mean, like that's such that creature takes over the game by himself if we get like 1 or 2 enchantments.
It's a greedy pick over the removal. We have no removal right now. Did Shizik just wheel? No, this is a new pack. It's another
This is
Shizik.
a new pack.
Do you want our first removal at 5,
Yeah.
or do you want to?
I mean, we've got 2 semi-removals in the Fire Fist Adepts, right? So I can see an argument for the Overseer, the Blessed Light, or the Skizix.
It's not. Overseer's not on the board for me right now.
I would probably take the Blessed Light.
I think I'm taking Blessed Light. Shizik's good though.
And Skizix is definitely a really good card, for sure. But, I mean, I don't know. I like Blessed Light a lot. It just removes their blocker instead of trying to force damage through. I don't know.
Got a Garna. Not in our colors, I guess. We're white-red. I was thinking we were white-black for a second. Divest. You like fall. I don't like fall.
I would take it here every single time. Wouldn't even be, was not even close to me.
You like this card. I feel like this card is garbage. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it again. Every time I try it, we lose. But I want to do it on stream. So this guy, yeah, 3 for sure. I'd love a quick piece of equipment for us, but I think the 3-drop as a wizard is too valuable for us. There's another piece of very slow removal. And there's an anti-token effect. That's also fairly slow, but it is face damage. I'm taking Fiery Intervention here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Gives us a bunch of good 5s.
Second run amok. I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's either that or the 3-1. Maybe the Zephyrian Void. We don't have any double costs yet, do we?
No, we don't. But I do hate drawing this.
I actually probably would take the land here.
I could take the second run amok. I don't like the Scryland very much. We're not playing any of these. Fervent Strike. Sure. Not playing any of them, so it's irrelevant. Take the Elephant, because it's white. Take the Fire Elemental, because we need another 5-drop. Seismic Shift. Memorial to War number 2. Oh, do we splash black? It's the guy I wanted. Wish we'd opened him earlier.
Yeah, no, we can't.
You want a second Quindy?
I mean, it's between that and the Chiven Fire, probably. I don't know. I would probably take the second Quindy.
We're not looking to be super aggressive anymore. We're actually looking at valuable creatures.
Yeah, we've got quite a number of. I mean, I
Late
think we
game
want the creature count.
God, passing 2 Shivan's Fire is so painful, though.
It really is.
I'll take the Quindy, though. Card's nuts. Come on, game.
Ugh.
Just black bomb after black bomb passing through us.
So here we've got an actual consideration, right?
Do we?
The consideration for me is between the Bloodstone Goblin and taking Time of Ice and just splashing it, because that card is really good when you've got high tempo.
God, that hurts to have Demon Lord followed by Josu on the pack 3 when you're not in those colors.
Yeah, it's pretty painful. I think it's probably safer to take the Goblin.
Well, are we like apeshit insane anymore? We're kind of not. Like, we don't actually have a lot of 2 and 3 drops. We might actually need to take the Goblin because we just need a fucking 2-drop.
I think we need more. I think we need more 2-drops, and I think we need more creatures. So,
all right. We actually have 4 legendary creatures now.
Yeah, we do. I think actually Benelush Honor Guard's probably better.
Yeah, I think so too. Second Gideon's seems pretty solid.
What's our creature count right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right now.
I think we want more creatures.
Jesus, over Gideon's? Gideon's is so good.
Feels really bad, but we do not have a lot of creatures, right? We have, what are we?
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So the game chose for me, Sui. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean,
Raider.
Raiders probably. Yeah, we need creatures.
Wind Rider.
Probably take Dub.
Dub. Yeah, I guess we have first strike, but I don't know if I'm playing it.
A couple things to care about enchantments. So
You want the Grizzly, or you want
the Grizzly Bear?
Yeah.
We have a billion 5s. We don't need more 5s.
Journey Mage is a 3. Seems really good for us.
That's actually close. I think the Sorcerer's one's probably better.
I think the Sorcerer's one, a non-creature right now.
It gives us reach, and it equips the Valduck to generate tokens. And
So I guess if we're counting Lava Runner too. 1, 2,
I would be
3,
playing Lava Runner.
4, 5,
Probably not the
6,
Prospector.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. But we want to cut some of those shitty ones really bad.
I mean, we're cutting the Prospector for sure.
It would be nice to have a third 3-drop. I
really
don't
would.
disagree about the Sorcerer's Wand being decent for our deck, but
I think it's probably pretty good. We have enough wizards that it's going to be doing 2 damage, and it helps the Valda. Gives us reach, right? Right now, what we have for reach is Shall Die, Voice of Plenteous Flying. Like,
well, the Journey Mages do damage to face.
they do damage to face. They do increase the damage of our Fire Fist Adept. What's our wizard count right now?
Quite high, right?
Chronicler, get you Journey Mage, 3, 4.
Yeah, it brings us up to 5.
Wizards right now. I could see the wizard. Up to 6.
I want the 1 too, but I'm really worried about our creature count. Sergeant at Arms versus Cyclops here. You want a 3 or 4? I think we want a 3.
Yeah, we want a 3.
Okay. The color, I guess. Probably not playing him though.
Sure. It's a bunch of unplayable cards. We don't want to accelerate that card.
I was just reading that. Yeah. Okay. These are not playable.
Grab the shift, I guess.
Got like 2 of those already now.
Yeah, we could board in the land destructions package.
Oh God. All right, so we have a couple more creatures back there. We might have to end up playing. This deck looks terrible to me, but I mean, if we imagine we've been playing black and we just got all the fucking black bombs in the 3rd pack, we'd be so happy with this deck.
That's true.
I don't think we're playing Fervent Strikes. But...
We're not playing this Prospector, so that's never gonna happen.
Okay, guess we're keeping those. We have no instant sorcery cards.
I'm not sure we need 2 run amoks.
I feel like that's the only thing our deck can do for aggression is attack into them and run amok all the fucking time.
Cut the seismic shit first of all. That shouldn't be in the pile.
I don't think this. I don't think our deck is tempo.
How many bears do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
We want all 4 of them, so.
Yeah. Don't think we want this card though.
Man.
2 more.
It's one of the most powerful effects that's ever been printed. So I mean, not this particular version because it's at 6, but it's a really powerful effect.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Is our creature count right now like 17? How did we get? Did we get 17 creatures? That's exciting.
We picked up a lot of creatures at the end. I probably got the Keldon Raider.
I think the Raider's okay. He's a little bit of aggression for I don't know. 4/3 is a little weak, I guess.
I mean, we could cut one of the Keldon Warcallers probably.
Yeah, I hate that card. So go down to 15 creatures like that, and then our deck is...
I don't know. I would probably cut one of the run amoks for the Fall of Thran myself, but that's just me.
Okay. So our plan is to draw Valdic on 3, to draw Shield into Valdic, into Shalai. I think that's our plan. We do have 2 pieces of removal all the way back at 5. We do have one way to.
We have 4 pieces of removal of 5 because the Fire Fist Adept is removal.
6 then because we have 2 Gideons.
Yeah, like our removal isn't terrible. I don't know. I'd probably cut run amok for one of the run amoks for Fall of Thran. I think that card is pretty good. We're gonna be pretty aggressive, I think. So if we can cast that on 6, we should have a better board than they have.
Let's see. We'll play a couple games without it, and then we'll see how bad the run amoks are for us. And if they're sitting there dead in our hand and you think a fall would be better, we can think about that. All right, what are we calling this monstrosity? So what is the color we missed? So this was missed joy, missed opportunities.
Yeah, we could have been a pretty sweet blue-black deck for sure.
Yeah. Well, black anyways. I don't know about what other second color. I mean, we got some. We could have been white-black. Remember when we made that decision on like pick 2 was the Fire Fist versus like I can't remember what it was. The second one, it was a solid white. Oh, the Thalid, right? Fire Fist versus Thalid. But imagine if we'd gone white-black and then we'd opened those up. Oh, would have been so glorious. Okay, let's take a quick break and then we'll get playing this deck. See you guys in just a second.
it's going to be interesting to see how this works.